Welcome to Shift Happens, an unofficial UCSB Library podcast where library employees get together and talk about whatever's on their mind and answer some questions from you, our viewers. The key word with this podcast is unofficial. While all of us are employees of the library, we all have our own thoughts and feelings that may be separate from what the library itself endorses. If we say anything dumb or ignorant, please don't hesitate to correct us in the comments. We're all about trying to be better people. Please, though, don't assume that the library as a whole is behind what we're saying. If you have any question about the UCSB Library's official views on anything, please email your questions to ask@library.ucsb.edu. Enjoy and thanks for joining us.
I think what we're going to start with is do a quick round of introductions. I guess I'll go. I'm nighttime Katy or Bop's Lady Katy, as most of my social media already says. So I figured I'd stick with that. Work at the Building Operations Department in UCSB Library. I can say words. And yeah, I'm a night creature. That's why we're recording this at like 8 at night. And I will be one of your regular hosts.
Hey, so I am the second host, who is the weekend pops assistant. So I haven't worked weekends in a while though, so that's kind of
It's been a long time. COVID has ruined the weekends.
Yeah, so a little bit about me. So my usual schedule, because of COVID, I now work regular normal hours, and it is driving me nuts. No,
I know, I hate it too.
I can't do any of my appointments.
It's terrible.
It's because of if my audience knows, I have a couple health conditions, so I had to see doctors all the time, and doing that around this schedule kind of sucks. So I miss my schedule. But yeah, that's pretty much about me. I'm from LA. I moved here when I was 18 as a student, and I went to school for 4 years, studied Latin American studies and sociology, and then I found BOPS, and here I am.
And we love having you.
Thank you.
So we have two special guests tonight. So we have our guest host, Yaya. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Yaya. I'm a fourth-year linguistics major, and I have an emphasis in Chinese and a minor in teaching English. I've been working for BOPS for almost a full year now. I think I started like middle of November last year, something like that.
That sounds right.
I'm usually involved in a dance team on campus. We can't meet right now, but we've been doing like online practices and stuff.
Awesome. So just to give some background, every week we're going to have a guest host, one of our student employees of the library. We're starting with BOPS students, but we might expand over time, assuming this keeps happening. And Yaya has been kind enough to be our first guest host to help us out. So thank you so much, Yaya. We appreciate you being here. And then last but not least, our special guest, Daytime Katy. So why don't you give us a short introduction, Katy?
Okay, I'm the Daytime Katy, so I work during the day. I'm an early bird. Very early bird. I joined BOPS maybe 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while now.
Yeah, so definitely, seen some things, made a lot of great friends, and learned a lot. And yeah, happy to be here.
Awesome. Some background, Katy is one of our real life besties. So she has been kind enough to show up. We knew there would be some bumps in the road. We knew Katy would be super cool about it. So excited to have you. So cool. So the topic of the week that Katy chose was what would building operations be like in Hogwarts, in the Harry Potter land? which I thought was genius, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was waiting for you, Katie. I was waiting for you to be like, well, let's see. Let's do how the rooms are organized in the building. And, of course, she comes with this, like,
the
blows
numbering
me
system.
away. Yeah, the numbering system. I was
Why
waiting for
is
something
this
like that.
room this number compared to this number? Like, why did they jump?
So what do you think the biggest challenge would be? Like your biggest challenge?
Oh, at
At
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts. If you were
Yeah.
building operations for Hogwarts.
Oh, goodness me.
Instead of Filch, I guess. Filch is closest we get to building operations.
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
books.
Well, Hagrid, in some ways, I
Hagrid
think
is
does a lot.
groundskeeping, though, I would think.
I feel like he does more animals than buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess it would be.
bring in the Christmas trees, and I feel
That's
like we would bring in
true.
the Christmas trees.
That's true. And then you got the house elves, which do. House elves are more like FM, though. Like, they do all the
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it definitely seemed like Hogwarts, like they had, everything kind of running smoothly despite Filch's lack of magical abilities. So it seems like it's a pretty well-run facility with however, the founders built it. So probably keeping all those pesky kids in line from sneaking out at night and going into the Forbidden Forest, and Fred and George, stealing toilet seats and sending them to the hospital wing and
Fudge nugget.
like that.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Once they're in the Forbidden Forest, it's not my problem anymore. You just go.
True. Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like what I really liked in the story was that staircase where when you go up the girls' dormitory in the Gryffindor Tower, if you're a boy, the stairs activate into a slide, and then you get swooshed down, and you can't go back up.
Keep
So
any
that
of
was
them
really clever.
fornicating.
Just shenanigans.
The
But
children find a way. Let's
What
be
about-
real. They would
What
find
about
a
the
way.
lesbians?
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's sick. It's a sexist overtone. No, I'm kidding.
also, that doesn't happen. Like Hermione was able to go into the boys' dorm.
Maybe
So-
it can like sense intent. Like if you're just going up to like hang out, it's like, okay, whatever. But like if you've got like hormones radiating out of your body,
Yeah.
it's like, psh.
Mm-mm. I mean, that's
So-
kind of like the mirror of Erised when Harry got the Sorcerer's Stone. Like, he got it because he wasn't going to use it. So
Okay. So yeah,
magic
so okay.
can sense intent. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my only theory. So that would be cool. Like Bob's, I bet building operations would have its own like battery of spells that we would have all ready to like do our job for us, like the stairs and like.
Ooh, yeah, and that would we've had, I think, really good success with our student workforce, having really smart, passionate, caring, considerate students. But
Absolutely.
having those good intentions, we have a lot of privilege in our job. We're the keeper of the keys, and we know the secret rooms, and at night, we're kind of running the building, so we really, need to trust our students and those magical things. That would,
See, that explains why Filch can do it all by himself in a building that size. He just has a bunch of the spells to do the work for him.
yeah.
That's
Sure.
that's how it explains it. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it. So, but like that's the thing. You are the queen of the floor plans in building operations. You make some beautiful floor plans. But
Thank you.
what would you do in a building that like changes? Like the staircases move and like the room of requirement comes and goes. Like how would you deal with that?
Well, I'd hope that there'd be some really kind of smart ink, like ink that could change. Like there's invisible ink, but maybe you point and then it would show something, or for the
Yeah, like the Marauders map, if it can show where everyone is, then it can definitely like show rooms and stuff too.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
And you can talk. I think you could talk to it. Can you talk to the map or?
I can't remember.
You have to talk to it to open it.
With the wand. And then I remember it was being really rude to Professor Snape.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. So yeah, okay. So I was thinking a non-magic solution for a magic problem, but you put it together. You'd have to have a magic solution for a magic problem, which makes total sense.
Or you do what they did in the movies and then just have it like flop everywhere.
That too.
Staircase is here now. Staircase is here now.
That would be what's it, just a sensory overload, I feel like, for a building that size.
Yeah. And to really be effective, this map kind of needs to be compact. Fit it in your robes and sneak off into a tiny little tunnel to go to Honeyduke's.
That's what I would be doing. My whole time in there, I'd be looking for like little secret tunnels. That would be like all I did with my downtime.
Yeah.
Would you manipulate the buildings at all if you could? Like, would you change them up so it's a certain way? Since it's a magical world, you can do anything you want.
Hogwarts?
Yeah.
Or the library. Either one.
Well, I meant mostly the library, but yes, Hogwarts.
Oh, the library.
Yeah.
I would add a staircase. Well, it's a little inconvenient when we have two third floors that aren't connected. So a passageway between those,
that would
definitely.
Be nice.
And then probably just like a giant slide from the 4th floor down to the 1st floor.
Would be rad.
Go to class.
But honestly, you need the emotional support at Hogwarts. It seems so freaking traumatizing.
Yeah, getting howlers from angry parents and
Voldemort coming in and trying to kill people like on the regular.
A forbidden forest.
I think that howlers are underused.
Howlers are so underused.
Howlers are underused. Can you imagine, like, you send your friend a howler and it just, like, busts out, like, I'll tell you what I want, whatever you really want. Like, in the middle of the dining hall, just screaming. It would be so good.
Yeah.
Oh, they would be banned so fast in the library. Like, anyone sending a howler is banned. Or you couldn't send them up to the quiet floor, maybe. 1 through 4, you can have howlers, but 4 and above, no howlers are allowed. I love that whole concept of just like introducing magic to building operations. But absolute madness.
Absolute madness.
Speaking of madness, we want to hear your funniest or weirdest library story. Just something. I know we have many in building operations, but what's your favorite?
We do have many. I have a unique story that probably no one else
I'll take it.
has done.
I like unique.
So something that's actually quite common is that ceiling tiles fall down from the ceiling. And on the 8th floor of the library, there's this diorama or this 3D model of campus. This big display. It's on the top floor of the library. And one of the ceiling tiles fell towards the side of the room, not on the model itself, but kind of on the side. So I had the opportunity to climb inside there and save that ceiling tile. And I actually got a picture of myself kind of like doing a Godzilla pose like over UCSB. And
that is a great picture. I've seen that picture.
Yeah. So I don't think anyone else has ever gotten to do that.
I don't think so either.
I had to like really climb up there too. It wasn't easy. So
that's pretty awesome. How about some secret places for you, Yaya? Is there anywhere in the library you've been that seems unique or that a normal student wouldn't be in?
Well, like a month ago, Paul and I filmed the instructional video to use the cargo lift. So that was fun. That was really fun.
I'll have to
my amateur acting debut.
I can't wait to see it, frankly. Like, I think Paul sent it to me. I've got to have it somewhere, but it's going to be so great. He wants to add, like, he forgot, or no, he couldn't find a part where you have to show a key. So he was going to say he was going to do, like, a close-up of his arms holding, like, a key or something, and then, like, cut back to you. Like,
like a hairy man arm.
Yeah, like a hairy man arm, and then back to Yaya. I think now that it is time for our shameless promotion of the week. Da-da-da! Which is every episode we're going to have one unpaid promotion of something we're excited about. Yaya, take it away.
So over the summer, I started streaming on Twitch. My Twitch banner will show up somewhere.
Yes.
I stream mostly like adventure RPG or puzzlers. I started out streaming Breath of the Wild, but I've since like moved on to other games. And right now, the game that I'm really into is Fire Emblem Three Houses. So it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, that's all.
Nice. Very cool. Thank you, Yaya.
All right, so on to our next segment. So do you want to pull out that GIF we put up earlier?
The mystery box.
Yes.
Da da da.
It is time.
It's time.
So,
I open it now?
Yes, you may open it now, and I will tell the crowd what is going to happen. So earlier today, Katy received a gift, which she will reveal now, and it is...
Ooh. There's a little Jelly Belly twister spinner board and a handful of little jelly beans.
Spicy beans.
I wonder what flavors they are.
So we are going to quiz Katy on things about the library. And if she happens to get anything wrong, she must eat a jelly bean.
Dun,
Okay.
dun, dun. And these beans are spicy. So, Katy, if you want a minute to go grab some salt or like a glass of milk or something as a chaser.
I have 2 beverages.
So we'll start with the easy ones, and it'll get progressively harder. And we'll go until you have to eat a bean. And then at that point, then you can decide whether you want to keep going or whether you want to stop. We'll see how much the bean hurts. We're not here to torment you, but we are gonna make you eat a bean.
Jesus.
All right. We knew you'd like this one. What do you do if someone gets stuck in an elevator?
First step, don't panic. Find them, make sure they call 911, stay with them, or have someone else stay with them to keep them calm, and send someone else on your team down to meet the firefighters to direct them to the right elevator, even though they're probably going to just stick a key in and bring them all down and then open you up on the first floor. But it's good to know which floor they're on.
Nice.
Did I pass?
You did. You passed. For some background to people watching it, that is one of the questions on the interviews for BOPS students. So,
and
there you go.
I have been trapped in an elevator before.
Yeah,
so,
you were really excited about it.
Yeah. And if you, I wanted to experience it. Pro tips for if you're ever stuck in an elevator at the library, it's good to have something downloaded on your Netflix because you won't have service in the elevator.
It's
so you can't be
true.
scrolling on your Instagram or checking your tweets and your likes and your nudges and your pokes.
It's true.
So,
Pokes. Oh man, that's old school pokes.
yeah, to download some content just in case.
Yep. It's the tower, the 3 tower elevators sometimes, but if you're in like that mountain elevator going up to the SRC Once those doors close, nothing gets through. It's insane.
It's a dead zone.
Yeah, it's an absolute dead zone once those doors close. Luckily, there is a phone inside the elevator for emergencies. But yeah, if you're trying to look at videos or something, you're screwed until the doors open again.
Yeah, I learned some new stuff today, actually, because so for audience, I'm sure a lot of people know that I was originally a BOPS student for 2 years, and I was interviewed with that question, but I don't remember what I said, and it definitely wasn't that.
Nobody ever gets it 100% right. You know, here we are. That's a freebie for any of you thinking about applying to building operations. There's a freebie answer for you.
Yeah, I'm super interested to see if you know these couple ones coming up, because they're getting harder.
This is more in Keymaster Kim's area, but let's see. Why don't you take it, Yaya?
Okay. What item cannot be found in the library first aid kit? A. Triangular bandages. B. Non-aspirin tablets. Or C. Bee sting soothing wipes.
The non-aspirin tablets. B.
Ding, ding, ding. Yep. Yeah. That's one of the things we used to have, but EH&S decided that we can't be giving out medicine to people. The other thing that they weirdly took out of a lot of things is the eye wash. A lot of them don't have that, and I guess not the reason, but one of the examples of the reasons they took them out is because this lady was taking home the eye wash, like the little mini eye wash things, and squeezing them into her husband's coffee to make him sick. And I guess they were having a fight or like in the middle of divorce, and she kept taking him home and he kept getting sick, and it turns out she had been taking home the things. This is not at the library, by the way. This is somewhere in the past in UCSB it happened, and yeah, she had been taking him home. And so now for security reasons, that's why we don't really have eye wash in all of them anymore, unless they're like the SRC where they deal with stuff that they might need it for.
Yeah. And they have one of those lab safety eye wash stations there.
They do, yeah. All right. It's getting harder now. This one I will be legitimately surprised if you get, because I got it wrong when we were thinking up these questions. So, before COVID, in like January, February, whatever, how many student employees did building operations have?
So, this is so annoying.
We had to ask you one you wouldn't get. I mean, it's no fun if you get them all. As of sending out the email for winter schedule, and no fair looking it up.
Oh no, hands up. Although I can talk to my computer now. I do have that ability.
Sneaky. Yeah, as of sending out the email for the winter schedule.
I wonder how many students were there.
Alexa.
I'm just talking to my friend Alexa over here. She might know how many students. No. So yeah, as of the winter scheduling, winter 2020 or 20 for the January.
Can I have two guesses?
Okay, this one's a hard one, so two guesses. Yes.
First guess, 30.
So close.
I feel like it's like some awkward number like 29, but then I also feel like it was 26. Those are my final answers.
Wait, you already used up one of your guesses. You have to choose one between those
29
two.
or 26.
26.
Oh, it was 29.
I had a feeling.
All right.
So I was like, it was like an awkward number. No, I have to spin.
Katy made a face. She almost gave us away.
I did. Deep down, I wanted Katy to get it right. I did, but
the back third of my brain got it, but not the front third.
I know, it was so close. All right, you gotta let us know what flavor you get. Doesn't want to go. There you go.
Habanero.
All right.
So you gave me a lot of beans.
I figure
there
you
aren't this
can
many questions.
you can prank somebody else with them. There are not that many questions. No.
No, Katie, I didn't even give her the whole thing. I gave her a little bag.
Well, we'll have
Okay,
more for
not now.
future guests.
Yeah.
Watch out, future guests. We've got more. Katie.
I really want to try them.
We'll give you one next time.
Want
we
to come
see you.
over?
How was it? Was it? It wasn't sweet at all, right? It was just spicy.
Uh-uh.
Poor Katie. All right. So
Next.
the question is, do you want to keep going or do you
yeah.
want to? All right. Okay. All
Because we know
right.
when I don't know if I can talk, so.
Oh no.
But yes, keep going, please.
Did we get the answer to number 7, Keymaster Kim?
No, I didn't. Oh
No,
my God,
okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
We'll skip
key?
that one.
Is it a key question?
No,
No.
we didn't want to broadcast what keys go to which door on YouTube.
I would have gotten that.
I know. We
Yeah.
actually had that conversation when we were thinking of questions. We were like, oh, we should do a key question. Oh, wait, no.
I mean, it's letter, number is like always the key.
It's true.
Yeah. I like that the ones that we were like, oh, she'll probably get them. We're not the ones that tricked her.
Well, I counted just my hands.
I know. It's hard. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fair though. The ones you got wrong is totally fair because they're like number answers. So
And I feel like I would have made a stink about us having 29 students.
yeah,
Like, we need one more, please.
I feel like we did, but then like I don't know. I feel like somebody left and then it went
Mhm.
back down or something like that. And
Yeah.
so we didn't have time to bring anybody else on.
29 feels like so much to me.
Yeah, it was huge. We
Mhm.
were huge before COVID. We were a big department, especially
I know
with
I
working
was
24/7.
there, but why do I feel like I can't think of 29
Because
people?
you never saw them all at once.
Yeah.
That's true.
I miss this. For all you students that are not here, I miss you. I cried a little. I miss you so much. Come back when it's safe. When you feel safe, we miss you. But yeah, it's okay. Enough of the depressing stuff. We're gonna move on. That's pretty much it for
No
you
more
people.
questions?
No more questions. No more questions. That's all we could think of. You'll just have to come back again for a second episode, and then we will
Oh.
think of more questions for you.
And then we'll do a little recap. We'll be like, in the last episode with Katie. And then like, it shows like her downing a jelly bean, like, like the preview.
That might have to be the preview picture for the episode on YouTube. Just Katie with the napkin, like.
Into it. Definitely into it.
But yeah, so anybody watching this, if you have any questions for Katy or any questions about the library or any questions for Yaya, please leave them in the comments. And I can't promise we'll answer all the questions, but I can promise that we will make an effort to find out for you. So leave them in the comments, and the next episode we'll see what we can see.
Yay.
Yay!
We also have the Instagram page, Shift Happens, which is just shift_happens_. Give us a follow if you haven't already, and then you'll be just seeing little previews every week of what's going to be coming up on this show.
It's all very exciting. Thank you all. Thank you so much, Yaya, for being our guest host. Thank you, Katy, for being our special guest and eating those beans. But yeah, thank you, everybody. And
sorry for the
Good to have
awkwardness,
you.
everyone.
it's our first episode. Give us a break.
Yeah.
It'll get better, I promise.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to do this thing, even though I don't
Doing
know.
this.
I'm weird.
go back to my place and, oh, I see you left at some point.